Hey guys, Ryan here again, plugging in more New Vegas. I just got done putting away a bunch of items in Mr. House's penthouse. And it counts Mr. House's penthouse as an outdoor area, but when you get down here, it's indoors again. It's really annoying. But now it's back to normal. I'm continuing down the storyline, doing the Brotherhood of Steel portion, where in Mr. House's ending, you have to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel. And I neglected to ask him why, but for his reasons, it's because the Brotherhood of Steel is intolerant of anybody else that wields powerful technology. And Mr. House used the Securitrons and his life support systems to keep him alive, because he's been alive for about 250 years. And so the Brotherhood's ideals really clash with Mr. House, so he wants them destroyed. And off the recording, when I was putting things away, it was showing me the messages of me failing all the other options to join another faction, like NCR and Caesar's Legion. I'm no longer allowed to try and communicate with them, or try for their endings.
Hello.
And now Caesar's Legion will send assassins after me, because now they hate me. Oh. A rabble rouser. The thing about these rabble rousers is that they really don't have anything on their person except their weapon and their clothes. See? What's their stats look like? Alright, so we're sleepy.
Hey there.
Sleep about 6 hours. Now we're hungry and thirsty. There's a food vendor on the other side of the lot.
Hello. Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
That's what I like.
You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
See what gives us the most. Oh, squirrel on a stick. Got 3 of those. No drinks though. Oddly. Well, we'll fix what we can. Get right back on track. You have to be really careful now traveling in open territory. Those Legion jerks will jump us. Those are fiends. Let me fix this mumbling. There we go. Wipe out the Brotherhood of Steel by destroying its underground bunker. Wow, that's loud. A lot of sounds happening. Where's the nearest point that we can jump on? Yangtze Memorial. That's the closest location to Hidden Valley. Whoa. What's this red I see? Scorpion. Pineapple plant. What's that? Just a barrel fire. Thought it was a campsite. Powder ganger. Pretty certain there's others. They're pretty easy picks. So we are seriously out-leveled from them. Oh, why did I take that? It's dust pile buddy. I think that's the entryway. Yeah. Hidden Valley bunkers. And if I remember correctly, the lore behind Hidden Valley is that the bunkers were reserved for the wealthy people and political figures of Las Vegas. So that's the reason they're here. Because when I found it for the first time, it definitely gave me a Area 51 vibe. I shouldn't have to waste ammo on these things. So we'll just spray him down. It's this bunker. Because there's multiple bunkers in this area. For the first time, you just have to guess where they are. If you don't have this quest. How much? By 8 pounds. Hey.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear.
Okay.
I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply? Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
And so begins our adventures with the bro dudes of metal.
How the hell did you get in here? Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully? Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me. Closely. or you'll be shot.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth. You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood? Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
Oh good, I was about to say, I don't have to fight this guy in my underwear, do I? But I'm over encumbered again. Can't take this off. Alright, got our loadout back. Let's get our weapon. I hate the indoors. Don't need all that boomer's crud. Some kind of weapon I could use. Dynamite. Drop 2 of those mines and we're running. Oh, I gotta switch the objective. That way. So the objective is there's an NCR ranger here. And he's been just camping here. He's unaware that the Brotherhood of Steel are here. He's just hanging around. And the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't want that. Not gonna be able to fix that.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
You were just standing still and turned around calmly.
Huh. Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you? Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working. Standard practice. Rangers operate on our own most of the time, and that's how we like it. Usually we call in our positions to McCarran to be relayed to other Rangers, but I can handle myself. I'm sure as hell not gonna lose any sleep on account of a goddamn broken down radio, but it will shorten my stay if I can't fix it. Oh, and in your expert opinion, why would that be?
Oh, speech check! Powder gangers use these bunkers as hideouts once or twice a month.
You've seen that with your own 2 eyes? God damn. I knew Cook's gang passed through these parts about that frequently.
Nailing
I didn't
these
know they
speech
holed
checks.
up here. Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
In more ways than one. Oh wow, he really had a lot of food down here. I'll take some of that purified water because we are thirsty.
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger? Gone. Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back? Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test. He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely.
Tri-shot.
So let's get that collar
Laser
off.
rifles.
There, that's better.
Those are
I
good
hope.
ones.
Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it. And there will be no mercy.
So I want to do all the Brotherhood stuff, because they are a pretty interesting part of this game. Even though we have to betray them. Oh, just for checking? I lose karma? I can still hack this. Alright. So this is Ramos's terminal. Still no word from the missing patrols. I was beginning to get my hopes up that the Elder was close to ending the lockdown when they were sent out, but now... A few of our best men headed out around the same time as the patrols, without my knowing about it. When I asked the Elder, he said that they were on an important mission. Too important to tell his chief of security about? Something's up. Happenings. Oh. Just bathrooms. There should be some energy weapons lying around that we can swipe. There we go, plasma rifle. Who's looking at me? Oh, him. There's no point in taking the power armor yet, because we can't wear it. And now took a plasma rifle I don't need. Just wait for him to get in position.
What I wish to discuss with you can wait for once I get settled in the command room outside.
Wait till I sit in this chair.
When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here. Though no, we will be keeping an eye on you. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, Teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Yeah, we already found a couple of them.
That is unfortunate. As long as there is a chance to find the remaining patrol, however, I must still ask you to try. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
So basically, we'll not be able to get any of the good weapons. So just save your caps.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations, and all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
So this guy is tired of McNamara's lockdown and his politics, so he wants to become the new Elder and hoist McNamara out. But we're gonna try to work with McNamara for a little bit, not completely throw him off his chair. Alright, so where's the missing patrols? Oh, there's one right there. Near Black Mountain. Got the laser rifle. Darn bark scorpions. You don't have as much power as you did over me when I first started out. Now I have lasers. Is that a centaur? Evolved centaur. Struck. Alright. So it looks like other centaurs are looking for me. Crap. They heard that. Tanky centaur. Am I missing his hitbox? Or am I shooting at a corpse? I think I'm just missing his hitbox. Let's reload. Oh my god. Centaurs have to be the most horrifying creature in all of Fallout. Literally human centipede slug things. Mo. Let's make it even more horrifying. Give it a human name. Pick off one more. Oh, is that the last one? Great.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind? They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
Alright guys, so next time we'll talk to those 3 knights that are out scouting and get back on track.